how you doing with tuning your guitar? Tuning the guitar is very irritating. I use this strobe tuner, which is called a Strobo Plus, made by Peterson. Yikes. When these little bars go to counterclockwise, it's flat. So I need to tighten up my string. Those are kind of hard to read. Those are kind of old school visuals. Here's the A. Looks pretty good. So since that D was going to clockwise, it means it was a little sharp. So I brought it down. Here's G. A little flat. B. E. So, any kind of tuner you can get, maybe a lot. For my students, I just tell them download an app for your phone, but we also use these little portable ones, which sometimes I have them laying around, but they're even kind of out of date. People don't use them so much. But what if you don't have any of that and you have to figure out tuning? The way we used to tune, we are taught from our teacher, is the 5th fret matching like this. So you're going to go to 5th fret on the 6th string, press down, that makes an A, then play the next string A. Pretty exciting video. And if it's flat, or hear how it goes whoa, 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 whoa. The slower that oscillates, the closer you are. So now it's kind of whoa, whoa, whoa. Horrifying. The problem with this, if you make a mistake, it's going to amplify it all the way across. So then you're going to go to D. 5th fret. And then check the D string. Then next string, same thing, the G. They should be equal, and you just got to adjust it. Then you got your 4th fret for B. I could never get those perfect. 4th fret B, and back to 5th fret for the E's. That's how Eddie Van Halen does it. He does harmonics, or we used to go. Harmonics are where you press down, or you don't press. You just touch the string exactly over the fret. And try to make them equal. When they're out of tune, they'll oscillate. Or you can go here. That's 12 on the 6th string, 7 on the 5th string. I think that works. Let's see how it goes here. I've never done that before. I read that yesterday. Wonder how this works. Sounds a little flat. Wow. For guitar repair, I rely on this. But again, these are kind of expensive, the Strobo Plus. So, what we used to do was like a pitch pipe or a tuning fork, or just tune off the record, an album or a piano, or just try to pull it out of the air. I'm going to go back and I'm going to give you an E. You can tune your guitar to my E if you want. One little thing. I was fixing a guitar in the living room the other night with no tuner, and my wife was looking at her iPad, and I had YouTube going, so I'm like, I'm going to go to YouTube and just entered A440, and there was an hour of A440 of just a high-pitched continuous, so I just tuned my A to that. So that's not a bad way just to get that A sound. And then I came in and checked with my tuner the next day, and I think it had drifted overnight, but tuning, it's fun. So let me give you that A. Let's check it out. If you can adjust to that, then you can adjust this A. And this A. I'm looking at the tuner, it looks equal. So you could kind of concentrate on one pitch. Or this A. A little sharp. A little flat. Then 10th fret. Pretty good. And 5th fret. Pretty good. Let's try an A chord. That's not bad. Just pick one pitch, the A, and then check all your A's. But again, I like this is how I would tune. If I was going to record, I would get this tuner out and just go. Because the guitar really is not a perfect instrument. You're kind of tempered. You tune kind of the best you can. It does sound a little raggedy. Let's do it again. That's about as good as I'm gonna get. So I would, if I'm gonna record, it's gonna be pretty good. I wonder how Hendrix tuned. I wonder if he had a strobe tuner backstage, or if he just kind of tuned by ear. A lot of the greats would just tune by ear. I was reading Eddie Van Halen would tune down just a little bit, just to match David Lee Roth's voice, not a half step, but just maybe a quarter step. Just something I read. So a lot of the greats would just use their ear, and that's how I grew up. Not that I'm great, but I grew up tuning by ear. So first thing we do before we play, we're just like, give me an A, and we're just like, we're all getting our A's down, and then we try a chord, and it was frustrating, but we grew to be able to hear pitch. One story I tell too much is one day me and my friend Kirk invited, there was a kid that played saxophone, and we said, why don't you come over and jam after school? So he came over, and I brought a sax, and we go, well, what key do you play in? And he goes, E flat. And me and my buddy both just went, bow, 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 bow. We just tuned down a half step and both went, we were in E flat. And we go, ready, let's go. And that's just how we did it. We were pretty close. But you do have to spend time developing your ear, kind of like a muscle or something. But I still prefer, after all this time, this has been my all-time favorite tuner, because the strobe tuner that's what I use when I make